Hey guys, it's me Deepak. Welcome back to my channel Tech Time with Deepak Dhawan. I hope you all are doing very great. And in today's class, I'll be covering few basic utilities, that is pipe command, du, df, sort, watch. These are the ones that are very basic and on the routine basis or daily basis you have to use on a Linux server if you are a Linux admin. So let's start with the session without wasting any time. Let me share my screen. So I'll be starting with the very first command, that is pipe. For that I have this on-screen keyboard just to make you understand what is the pipe symbol. This is a symbol on the key above your enter key on the keyboard. So this straight line is known as a pipe symbol or pipe character, or maybe special character you can call, right? So this is a pipe symbol. Okay, let me close this. Okay, so first of all, understand what this pipe command is. Pipe is a form of redirection. Okay, in Linux or Unix system, it allows the standard output of the first command or any command to be connected with the standard output of another command. So the pipe command helps you to combine more than two commands, right? In this, the output of your first command will be acting as input for the another command. For example, let's see the screen. For example, okay, so in the last video we have covered wcount command, right? Similarly, we'll be using the same case. For example, I have this file, right? What it does, it will display me the the content of the file, because what I'm doing, I'm just viewing I'm just trying to display my content of the example.txt. But I don't want to do that. I don't want the whole output. What I'll be doing is I'll be using this command. I'll be using the output of this command as the input of another one. For example, let me see. Let me just grab something like Delhi. Okay, I don't want to display the whole entire content what I have in my example.txt. I just want to only grab Delhi. I mean, I just only want to pick the Delhi keyword from that file, right? So what this pipe is doing here is just combining two commands, or maybe it can combine two others command. We'll see in the next example, and it's giving the output of this command as input for this one. Okay, so let's run this. You got this output as Delhi because this is what we wanted, right? So now again, I'm using the same command. What I said, this will help you to combine two or more commands. Again, I'm using the pipe. Now I want to display the number of characters I have in the Delhi keyword, Delhi word. Okay, so can you see this Delhi keyword or Delhi word contains 6 characters. So I just printed the number of characters I have in Delhi keyword, right? Hope you understand. This takes the output of one command as an input for the another one. So with this help of pipe symbol, we can combine two or more other command. Again, there is one more thing, like if you have different commands, I'm not talking of the command that are depending upon the previous command output. Okay, for example, in this case, this command is depending for the input from the output of this command, but I'm talking about the two different commands. For example, date, for example, cal, for example, what I can use, for example, uptime, right? So these are the individual commands, right? If you want to execute the number of commands or the group of commands in a one go, like in a one line, so you can make use of semicolon, right? The way I have used here. So when you press enter, it gives you the output that what you want: date, calendar, uptime, and your information or the output from uname-a. Okay, I hope this is clear. Got it? So let's move on to the next utility or command, df, right? So this df stands for display file system. This command checks on your Linux server what is the current disk utilization, right? If you want to display the disk uses of your file system in percentage, right? What is the total allocation, what is the used space, what is the free space available, right, under the file system. So you can make use of this command, df hyphen switch, whatever the options we have or switch we have, right? For example, what it does, like it displays all your active file systems, right? So let's see on my screen, we have few options, right? First of all, in h option, it will helps you to display the content, displays the output in human readable format, right? First basic thing, because that is something, it looks good and it is easy to understand, like what exact the size of file system has at the moment, right? Another way is like we have -T, which will helps you to identify the type of file system being used. Okay, so for example, it's a basic check, like if you want to check what all active file system that are mounted on my Linux server, so you can make use of this utility df-h, which will helps you to display the output in human readable format, which means by default it gives you like the values in kbs maybe or bytes, right, which is quite confusing when you understand. So it's better to use -h switch or -h option, right? So as you can see, we have 2 GB of space available out of 2 G, right? So this is my root file system. Out of 78 G, 6.1 G is already used. I am left with 72 G. Got it? In percentage, you will get like a percentage of file system is already in used. Got it? So now I want to check my file system mounted on which type of file system. Like we have different type of file system, ext3, ext4, ext2 and xfs, right? Different file system in Linux. So let's see now. Tempfs, right, for temporary file system. See, this root file system is mounted on this is a device path, and this is mounted on / which is root, and the file system that is being used here is ext4. okay, like we have NTFS in Windows, similarly we have different file system like ext2, 3, 4, xfs and all, zfs. okay, these all are the type of file system that we have in Linux or Unix system. So this is the only additional column that you will get with the help of capital T. Make sure it's not small, it's capital T. And at times when you go for, or appear for an interview, interviewer may ask you like if you want to see on which file system type the file system is mounted, like, right? So you can tell him like -T option that we can utilize with df utility to get the type of file system that is mounted, right? So moving on to the next command, du command. It helps you to check the directory and its content size, right? So the name itself, du, stands with disk uses, right? By default it breaks down the each subdirectories disk uses, right? If you want to ignore that part, you can use -s switch to ignore that entire long listing formatting. So let's come up with an example so that you will get more clarity on that. So we have du --help to see what options we are having to utilize with this command. Du option and the file name. This is a syntax for this file, for this du command, right? The first switch you will use, that is -c, that will help you to produce a grand total of your entire directory. The second switch that you can use -h for human readable format, because the size you will get of any particular directory or file maybe in numbers. So if you want not to confused and you want the output in human readable format, so you can make use of -h switch. -s to summarize that entire long listing formatting thing. You will get more clarity with the example. Let's move on. So we have one folder, SonarQube, right? Let's copy it. I'll make use of du command with this directory. So what it will give me as an output, it is printing entire subdirectories with the size. First of all, you will see the sizes are in number, so it is quite confusing, like whether the size is in MB, GB or maybe in bytes. So first of all, we will sort this thing. Another thing is, it is giving you a long listing output, like it is covering the entire subdirectories under your parent this directory, Sonar, right? So what I will do is to ignore this case. What I'll do, first of all, to make the size in human readable format, I'll make use of switch H and then switch S, option S, right? Whatever you want to call it, and then the name of file. I'm sorry, the name of directory, which is SonarQube number. See, it has given me the size of the directory, the entire file, entire directory size is 922M, right? Suppose if you want to display the entire size of any particular directory, for example, I am under my home directory, right? So we have a lot of content in this, like directory and files, right? So what I'll do is, I'll make use of -c, switch SH, right? And then what I'll do is, I'll put start. So whatever the content I have inside my directory home, so it will display each and every file with its size. So this file has this size, this directory has this size, everything is there. And at last you will see the total. this is a grand total that we are talking about. It will produce a grand total of the entire directory size. So the grand total of the entire my home directory size is 1.4 gig, right? Hope that is clear. But when you do not use this, C switch or option, so it will just give you the size, not the grand total, right? See, the grand total is missing from this output, right? So hope that is clear to you all, right? If you want to check the current size of your current working directory in a one go, so you can use this like this. Current working directory will be denoted with dot symbol, right? If you want to list out the entire content of any current any directory, like in your current current directory, so you can make use of asterisk, so it will display the output like this. Okay, so let's move on to the next command, that is sort. Let's see what is the use and what is the syntax. Syntax says sort option and the file name, right? So this sort command helps you to rearrange the content of any file. Make sure and be aware the sort command can only be used with files. Okay, if you want to rearrange the file's content, so you can make use of sort command. Another thing is, like, the by default this sort command use the alphabetically order, right, from A to Z, right? If you don't specify any switch or any option, by default it will sort out the content with alphabetically, right? If you want to reverse anything, so you can make use of -r switch or -r option. So let's see, we have certain options. -r is for reverse, right? If you want to go with the dictionary order, so you can use -d, right? -v is for version sorting, and there are other things also, but that is not much majorly, I would say, used. But yeah, what majorly or commonly used in our daily infra, what would be good for you, I'll be telling you right now. Okay, so for example, I have this file, for example example.txt, right? I want to sort the output because this output is not sorted, right? I want to sort out this output with the sort command. What I said, it will sort out the output with ascending order, like alphabetically order, right? So A, B, C, D, and then H, you can see the output is in alphabetically order. So by default it does in alphabetically order. If you want to reverse this output, you can make use of -r switch. Got it? So the bottom thing was now on the top. The West Bengal was at bottom earlier, but now it is on the top, right? Now coming back, I have certain files, right? I want to sort out, I want that output sorting it, I want the output in a sorting format, right? So for example, what you will do, I'll do in this way, right? If you see, the size is getting sorted, right? 0, 0, 30, 93, 204, 43M, right? This is how this is getting sorted out. If you use -n, again that numerically sorted, and if you don't use, again that will be by default in the if you are listing, if you are doing any listing thing with your file size, so it will do that. So now coming back to the last command for today's session, watch. So the watch syntax says watch option and command. Command is actually command that we run on Linux server. This watch command lets you continuously run a utility at a specific interval, right, to monitor the changes in the output. Suppose I have this output df-h. I want to continuously monitor this output on at a specific interval, like for example after every 3 seconds, after every 5 seconds, or maybe 2 seconds. I want to continuously monitor it, so we can make use of watch command there, right? At times when you will be dealing with the disk utilization issues in your production or environment, right, so you will be using this watch utility, right? So to check whether your file system threshold is getting above or below, or if you are monitoring any particular file that is consuming more space continuously, so you have to use that, right? For example, df-h, and I have used watch utility. It will refresh after every 2 seconds. That is a default value, okay? If you want to change it, or if you want to customize this, you can do that with the switch -n. If I want to use the interval 5 seconds, so I can use -n and then 5, df-h. Got it? If you want to monitor any particular file, so you can also do that at any interval. You can do that. Let's put it in quotes, watch -n, and suppose I want to do it interval of 3 seconds. So see, I think the file is not there, so let's see what files I have. Okay, for example, example.txt. Okay, see, got it? So this is the size of the file, this is a name. So if this file is getting filled up quickly, so the size will get changed after every 3 seconds. Okay, hope you like this video. If you like it, please like, share and comment. If you have any questions, concern, please do reach out to me through comment section, right? I will try to address your questions in my next session. And if you have not subscribed my channel yet, so please do subscribe it, and we'll meet you in the next video with another stuff. Till then, stay tuned and bye bye.